Hello, YouTube. It's your boy, the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Like I always say, it's get money, don't make no money, and you always got to risk it to get the biscuit. So, guys, I'm a little sick, so if you hear any coughing in the background, I apologize in advance. Okay. So, to all my NIO lovers, I've spoken about this stock over and over again. I hold some of it. I've traded it so many times. It's one of my big money makers back in the day, and I still bought some more when it went down. At an average cost of $5, I have 510 shares, which I like. I'm up 20% on it. I don't know how long I'll hold it, but I'll hold it. For as long I'll still keep trading it for as long as I can because it keeps making me money. So, and I think it's gonna do pretty well. I'll take you down a little bit and show you a few things. PE ratio minus 10.89. I don't mind. Um, their earnings for the past few. I'll show you this chart, which is pretty nice. You know, they, they beat their earnings for the past two. Uh, I think the past 2 quarters they've reported profits. For the past 2 quarters, they've reported, profits, which is really good. They beat their past two earnings, which is also pretty good. And they reported profits in the past two earnings, which is actually really good. And everything on this company is positive. Everything on this company is now positive. You know, deliveries are surging. Research and development is paying off what they are doing. They've created two new generic brands, not generic, but more, low, um, for the general public, not a luxury brand. So they've created this two new generic brand, which is a Firefly and an Envo that is also doing pretty well. And the NIO brand itself is also doing really great. So everything in this company is doing amazing. The metrics for a car company is doing amazing. I don't know if they're going to pivot into robotics. I don't know what is going to happen with this company, but as of now, when it comes to cars, Neo is the guy to go to. Neo is actually delivering, and they are the people to go to. I'll show you this quick little news on benzinga.com, which is Tesla rival Neo post 62% delivery surge in May. Delivery surge in May. So there was a surge in car deliveries because, and I think it's all because of the Iran-Israel war, which is actually raising oil prices. So with the gas station, you're paying premium at the gas station right now, and it's very expensive. So people are actually moving into electric cars, which is all over the world, and Neo is seeing a lot of strong growth with that. So let me read a quick one to it. I'm just going to read a few lines. On Monday, Neo reported strong growth in May vehicle deliveries as demands across its Neo, Onvo, and Firefly brands continue to expand. May deliveries jumped 62%. 62%. The Chinese electric vehicle maker delivered 37,705 vehicles in May, up 62% from a year earlier. Deliveries included 20,000 vehicles from the Neo brand, 12,000 from Onvo, and 5,000 from Firefly. Year-to-date deliveries reached 150,000. 526 vehicles through May, an increase of 68.7% from the same period last year. Cumulative deliveries totaled 1.1 million vehicles as of May 31st. So Neo is actually delivering cars. Neo is actually making great cars. People are buying the cars. People are actually loving the cars. They're a great company, and I love them. And I'll take you to the institutional holdings. I'm trying to do just very fast, so I don't waste too much of your time. As you can see, like I said, anytime I see 50% with institutional ownership, I know the institutions own the company. So retail traders are not going to make any. They not gonna. They're going to make money, but they're not going to make that much money. But an institutional ownership of 13%, it means there's a lot more room to grow. If Neo puts everything in place and does it really well, you're gonna have a lot of institutions coming in and owning 50% of this. And the more they buy, the higher this, the stock price goes. So if they're able to do everything well and this gets to 50%, that $6 mark that they have right now is gonna be around, 14, 15, 16, 17, $20 for a stock. So we just want them to do the right things. You can see with Neo, unlike RVI, which I showed you the institutional owners, with Neo, you already have the big guys in there. You have Morgan Stanley in there, who has 14 million shares. You already has Renesas Technology, which has 14 million shares. DE Shaw, 38 million shares. Bank of America, 14 million shares. Goldman Sachs, 13 million shares. You have all Citadel, 13 million shares. Two Sigma, 13 million shares. UBS Group, 12 million shares. You have all these, big. Um, institutions having shares in this company already. So they already have their foot in the door. If they see that everything is going right, all they got to do is pump on the gas. So that's what is going to happen when it comes to NIO. So if you are a NIO buyer, um, and you're a Neo believer, I want you to hold on to Neo and stay positive. I don't know what they're going to do next, but I hope they do something great and pivot into something great. When it comes to cars and all that, they've nailed it. They've nailed the branding of their cars. When it comes to the luxury, which is Neo, the generic ones, Envoy and Firefly, I think they've nailed it. They are doing pretty well. They are selling cars. People love their cars. People are buying it. So I think this company is a great company, a great car company. I don't want to, I'm limiting them to a car company. um, I know they have their clubhouses and all that, and the battery as a service. All of those things come into play, but I'm limiting them to a car company. So I think they are great and a perfect car company when it comes to car manufacturing. Neo, they are doing what nobody does in China, nobody does in any part of the world, which is the battery as a service. They are doing that, and they are the only people doing it as of now, and they're the only people who have succeeded at doing it. So it's a great invention. I don't know what batteries are going to do. I don't know how long batteries are going to last in the near future. Maybe got batteries are going to last way longer than, and we are not going to need a battery as a service technology anymore. But as of now, we do need it, and they are providing that. So it's great. About 100 million batteries have been changed from that subscription alone. So it's great, and I love the company. I think they are very innovative, and they're doing really well. They actually recently brought up a flagship car. I think it's the ES8 or ES9, something like that. I'm not. I'm saying a lot of this offhand because I've read, most of these articles, and I'm saying a lot of this offhand. But I think this car company is a great company. You can trade in and out of it. I can do that. I can, like this, like what I have now. I can sell $500 worth of this company and take my profit. So all I have to do is sell $500 worth of it and take the 500 and go put it somewhere else. Which will be $500 worth of profit, right? Take it and go put it somewhere else. Wait till it goes up again, sell it, take it, put it somewhere else. You can do that. You can trade in and out of the company. You can do great things. You always have to take profit, which I do. So if you have some profit, take it. But not to waste too much of your time, I always say this is a great company, and stay blessed and peace.